Well, today in the shop we are working on a Super Tenere. I have one also. So on this channel you're going to see quite a bit of Tenere stuff, a lot of adventure stuff, trucks, jeeps, bikes, those kinds of things. Today my customer has brought his in to replace his shock. He's got some pretty big trips lined up and the stock shock just wasn't going to quite cut it for him. He's a pretty good sized guy, pretty tall guy, so he wanted something a little bit better. So after research we have found this TFX suspension, and that's the shock we're going to put in. So to remove the shock on a Super Tenere non-electronic suspension, you have a 14mm nut here. You have an Allen head screw here that holds in the ABS and the brake lines bracket. And then underneath here you have a 17mm nut. That's basically it. So pop this nut loose, pull the bolt out. Be careful because the tire will drop, the suspension, the swing arm will drop. So it's best do it on a center stand like how I have this one here. Let that come down. Take off your bracket, take off your top nut, and the shock body coilover will come out this way. That's basically it. It can come out this way or it can come down and come out that way. But so we're gonna go ahead and take her off. Tire comes down. Got our Allen head here. This is a 4mm Allen head. Save the nut out of the way so you don't lose him. And it's got like a little spring thing here. Just kind of get him up out of the way. Washer, kind of hold the bottom of the shock best you can. Slide him out that side. So now having a little bit of trouble getting this guy just to kind of pop loose. Another thing you can do is you can take these links off here. So once you got these lower links popped from here, you can rotate this down. That allows the shock body to kind of drop down quite a bit, enough to clear the top mount, and then you just bring it on out the side. And there you go. Alright, so installing a shock, even though this one is not the original shock, on the Super Tenere, it's basically the reverse of taking it out. Slide the body in. Careful not to let any of these hoses and lines snag on anything. Kind of let that sit in there. Alright, so we got the top mounted in with the bolt and the nut. Remote reservoir. To get it to fit kind of where it needs to go, the bottom of the shock still needs to be disconnected so the swing arm is still on the stand. That'll fit very snugly in between the frame for the air box, the lines for the ABS and the brake line, but we'll get that. We're going to take the rear reservoir off for the brakes so we can kind of route this line a little bit better. That is just a Phillips head screwdriver. We got him out of the way. Little push pin there. Get this routed up where we're going to want him, which is going to essentially be like so. Bring this, push him back in place. Grab the screw. And just like that, he's for now in a position to where we'll get him clamped up where he needs to be. It's gonna be kind of like that. So then we go back to raising this back up. We got this lower bolt put in. I like using this pry bar piece of wood just to kind of get the spring loose through there. Get a little screwdriver, kind of line up the hole best you can, and then put the bolt in through the other way. So once you got that bolt hole lined up, just bring that bolt through all the way like so. You can let that go. The bolt's gonna hold the weight. Put your washer in, put your nut. Now I'm not sure what the manufacturer suggested torque spec is for these. I'm gonna go look it up, but that's what you'll tighten it up to. All right, so the install is complete. We got one adjuster here, bracket. Came with 2 longer bolts, so you will need those because you still have to sandwich the original bracket here and original bracket back here for the brake lines and ABS line for the rear. Got the remote reservoir mounted, and then we will go through the manual with the owner of the bike and adjust it how we need to adjust it for him. Thanks for watching, and we will get some more content and more videos going. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, you know, all those other things that everybody asks you for, and we will get some more videos coming up. We got some work on the V-Strom, Supermoto, my Tenere, my truck. I got a couple Jeeps, and we'll go from there. Have a good day.